says we're going. Sorry. So, let's go ahead and get this widescreen as possible. And alright, so we'll go ahead and get started. I had Doki Doki Literature Club recommended. I was looking for a horror game, and this is what some friends said, so here we are. I tried to stay away from as many spoilers as possible, but I don't know what's going on going into this, so let's see. Although generally these kind of games, or at least from the way it looks with anime girls, I'm already kind of weary. If it gets weird, I'll shut it off immediately. If I get uncomfortable, I'm gonna stop. So let's, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into Doki Doki Literature Club. My name. Let's do big fella. Oh, can I put a space? No, no space. So we'll be big fella. Oh, I was really hoping I was gonna read it for me. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she may draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. You just never checked on her. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oh, hard to get. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. So Sayori has the pink hair and the red bow. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. You shouldn't have. I should have been well ahead. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. And you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, big fella. That's pretty great. Okay, we'll roll with that. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Don't challenge me. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, big fella, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you, I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I feel like I would have said that if I was going to join. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. One of those. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content with just getting on by the average. Oh, oops. I read that wrong. Well, I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Word. Let me try to get this to where I can see the comments, because I can't see if y'all are saying anything. No, I can't. Trying to get them on my, oh, here we go, on my phone. Oh, so turn the music down? Let me turn it down. Let me know if that's better. How did I get out of this? Return? Okay. A jail simulator? Oh, back to Sayori. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Oh, wow. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Are they going to explain what that means? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Can someone tell me what a NEET is? Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? I literally just said that I'll do it. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Hey, lost boy, you know, I don't have it at face cam, it's just my laptop right now. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh, change of scenery, the classroom. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Is this my first day at school? Or yeah, I think they said that. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Whew. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh, there you go. Hello. Sayori's back. Great. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in, and she ruined my spacing out, thank you. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Oh, no. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Oh, hang on. Did someone say what NEET means? Someone who stays inside and does not interact with society. Oh. NEET is a young person who... Oh, not in education, employment, or training. Wow, what a kind of rude term. Sayori is the vice president of a literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature, so she don't even read. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Ambitious. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. I'm sure they got Naruto's and Dragon Ball Z's there, that's what I'm about. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Oh god. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Oh, you made a promise for me and didn't even tell me. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep, you ass. I'm trying to go to the anime club. Madara's fight just came out yesterday, and you're doing this. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an asshole, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yeah, let's go. Okay. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh, that's awfully intense. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, the section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Did they say what year I was? Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Don't draw attention to me like that, ass. Girl 1, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Thank you, Girl 1. It's nice meeting you too. Sayori always says nice things about you. I wish she would stop talking about me. Girl 2, isn't that Sayori? No, it's not. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, big fella. Ah, big fella, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I say nothing. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? Don't make this weird, Girl 2. I'd really rather not. If you want to say something, say it. Alright, I'm gonna say it. Your bang right here don't make any sense. How the hell did you get that on the front of your forehead like that, and what's keeping it up there? Sorry. Natsuki. Oh, is she the president? Or no, she made the cupcakes. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Starting a club? She is also, the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. I do what I want. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. I feel like I need to give Natsuki an asshole voice, but I don't know how I'm going to do that. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Don't say things like that. I'll work on it. I'll get their voices figured out. Oh, hey, Shirai. It's too late. Everyone always talked about it, and I got to. I know, yeah. I don't want this tension to get any worse, Spencer. I'm already getting there. Uncomfortable, that is, not anywhere else. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. Oh, that was me. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? Oh, that's Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, big fella. I love that that's my name. This really makes it so much better. Oh god. Shirai, is it that bad? Oh. Monica smiles sweetly. Don't smile at me. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. I'm a NEET. I don't want to talk to you. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, and that nappy-ass ponytail that I know she don't wash. Basically, completely out of my league. Oh god. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Oh god. Come sit down, big fella. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Hey, I made them. There we go. That may be her. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I'm excited for Natsuki to be... I like this. Keep your game files open. No, Spencer, that's not what we're here for. But unfortunately, it may be the case. If it does, I'm cutting it off. I'm not letting that happen. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Oh, I feel like maybe I should go ahead and say it now, or if anyone didn't know prior. So this game had a warning with it. Any children shouldn't play this, and anyone that can't handle disturbing content. And then I went and took a look at, a parent's rating for the game, and they were like, yeah, children under 12 shouldn't play this, but it's okay after that, and that's about as far as I got. So hopefully it's, I don't know what 12 is for some people, but we'll see. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay. Oh, okay. Are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, do I get to see the cupcakes? The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Messy as hell. Who raised you? I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite, speculating. How will I take down this cupcake? Natsuki is quiet. Thank goodness. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Don't fucking look at me. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Probably not. Walmart's got that really good icing. That ice cream icing. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for you, you dummy. You ignorance. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. I'm a coffee guy. Can we do that instead? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave... Is she the smart one? I don't remember what voice I gave her. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Oh, you're not supposed to have tea in the class? After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't want to sit here and read, unless it's a manga club. I guess. Oh, did I give her a voice? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know... I believe you. Or I believe you. That was me. This voice... Oh, God. Hang on. I'm trying to keep up. It's just a dating... No. Jesse, I don't want a dating sim. This better get, crazy insane. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. No, I'd rather coffee. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Does she sigh with that? How do you do that? Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Don't smile at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Do I get to choose my own question? Something tells me I should not tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sarah. No, surely I get choices if you're talking about leaving my files open. Big fella in Russia. Big fella be a Russian guy. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Yuri seems really happy here. So I figured, comrade, I will come and read the books. That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? I'd rather just go home, if I can be honest. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, I lost in UIL and stuff, and I suck, and to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I want to give someone an annoyingly country accent. The first name someone says, I'm going to give them a country accent. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Wow, really inspiring. Monica really is a great leader. Natsuki. Oh, Natsuki gets the country voice. All right. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. What festival, and how do these books phase the festival? I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. I need more to say for Natsuki to hit that country. You know it, bubba. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal, a bigger book club. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Oh God, what am I missing? Wait, am I a nudist? I don't get it. Okay. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted I'm not delighted, by the idea of a new member joining. Oh, and there's no UIL, Trea? Although I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, big fellow, what kind of things do you like to read? I like, I mean, since you asked, I mean, I read The Hobbit a few times. That's really good. I like Aragon. I like fantasy books. Those are pretty cool. I tried Lord of the Rings, but The Hobbit was just so much better. It's skewed for kids, and it picks up a lot faster, and Lord of the Rings just takes so much time, and that part with the Bilbo's birthday just bores the hell out of me. Yuri, thank you so much for asking. Well, let's see what he actually says. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. My man, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up from the cornfields while she's using her tractor. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I speak without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Yeah. Yuri Bersanger. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Oh God, no, Spencer, wait, let's not, that's not why he's called Big Fella. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading and that I don't care about because I don't read what she reads. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. How's my lighting? Do I need to turn that up? I can turn that up by turning it down. Or I just turn it off. Is that better? I feel like that might be better. Yeah, I finished Aragon. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. My dog doesn't like this. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah, some Stephen King. I read a horror book once. It was Bunnicula. It was that vampire bunny. It was super spooky. I didn't like him too much. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Excuse me. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Am I? Does this show what I look like? Am I horrifying? Never mind. Oh wait, just checking, just found your 3 and put them on the shelf with my anime? Or my books? Oh yeah, and good point, Shrai. Please don't make this weird about high school students. I'd really rather not either. I got like 3 animals, I can't go to jail. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting? It looked like you were working on a poem called... Oh, say it. What is it called? Oh. Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Your nappy ass little... What is this? Who puts bands in their hair like this? And why do they got shoestrings as bows on their neck? This is... What kind of school is this? Sayori sidles up... I don't think I've seen that word before. Sidles up to behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute, she says. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Girl, what you write? Well, I guess... I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Because this ain't a fucking poem class. This is a literature club, not poetry night. No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Okay, so like I've had no other interaction but actually just reading this off. Do I get to actually do anything or am I just reading this? I don't know. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers, instead of letting your classmates struggle and sit here in insecurities. Yuri is quiet. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh no. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poem. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Let's hear it. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Oh, do I get to write my poem? Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yuri's quiet. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. I just got here. I don't even know if I'm staying. I don't want to stay. If I get an option, I'm not staying. Isn't that right, big fella? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. What is this icing on this cupcake? I never said I would join this club. Oh yeah, the other pressing matter. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Man, y'all excuse my dog. He must see something out the window or hear something. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh, they all look disappointed. Well, that's okay. I'm out. Bye, bitch! All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. As I should. I'm sorry, I thought... Huh. Big fella. You all... I am defenseless against these girls. Oh, I'm getting guilt-tripped into this. I am not. Oh no, Daryl, I have not played this. Spencer, chill out, man. What's up, Otis? I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Oh, well, you're gonna justify your existence here with just writing. No, really, can someone tell me if it's, like, is this all I'm going to do? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Whoa, we need to sleep on this, big fella. We can't just go in here like this. One by one, the girl's eyes light up like left, right, left, right, left, right. Yes, I'm so happy. That's, I'm gonna give her the basic bitch voice. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. Oh, they really thought they had suckered me into this. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. I mean, you make the cupcakes. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. All we do is eat cupcakes and... Oh, the assignment. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Big fella, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Little does you know. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, big fella. Oh, hey, big fella, since we're already here, do you want to walk me home? Or walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs, and now I'm obligated. Great. What am I missing? Oh, I don't even know if I answered you, Daryl. No, I haven't played this before. Big fella is not trying to eat booty. Whoa. I am not here for this. Oh, Jesse, you've seen Daryl's videos? Yeah, they're great. Sure, might as well. Yay! Yas, Queen Slay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? No. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Jesse, I swear to God, if this is just a dating sim. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Please let me write the poem, like I want to write it myself. Yes! Oh, I get to write it. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, man, I don't get to write my own poem. I have to choose words. Let's do adventure, treasure, sunny. Oh, they're jumping up to it. So I guess that shows who has favorite or whatever I picked. Does it give me a hint as to beforehand? Yeah, one of the girls is... Oh no, they're just hopping around. And I'm missing one. Where's the other one? Oh no, that's Sayori. Yeah, Sayori's missing. Right? Yeah, because there's an old girl with a dumbass curl. I think that's Monica. No! Monica's missing, that's who it is. I don't even want to do half these. We'll do anxiety, because that's what I'm developing right now. Oh, okay, anxiety and she jumped up, so I may be able to actually guess. So giggle, I'm going to guess Sayori does that. Okay, no, Natsuki, so never mind, I actually can't guess this. Starscape, Sayori? No, can't do it. Okay. Defeat the bad guys. After I defeat the bad guys, I'm going to dream about defeating more bad guys. After I dream about defeating more bad guys, I'm going to spinning more bad guys. After I'm spinning more bad guys, I'm going to go ahead and parfait the bad guys. After I parfait the bad guys, I'm going to go ahead and whistle while I work it, not with the bad guys. After while I whistle while I work it, what I'm going to go ahead and do is hit them with a philosophy, strawberry, inferno, essence, let's pick a word I know, eternity, whirlwind, depression, sure, contamination, and inconceivable. This is this is the last one. Email. See how that goes. Let's see. What's not awesome is if this is about to be a dating sim. I really hope something like bad happens, like the school catches fire. Like, I need something like that. Hi again, big fella. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. I should have. Nah, don't worry. I had the obligation of still coming to this school. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club keeping my ninja way. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. All 4 of them. Thanks for keeping your promise, big fella. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. You actually have no idea. I sat down and looked at 20 sheets of 8 random words, picking them. It was really overwhelming. Making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Say, you already told me you didn't even want to join the clubs this year. I like picking her for the country voice. This is great. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. I was hoping for more cupcakes. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Bust it. Ooh, where is it at? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Mananaka. Manga is literature. Naruto is a classic. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Big fella always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. You don't deserve it. Sorry. Let's see. What do you mean not collect 200 for passing go? Spencer, we're not eating ass right here. Go away. Like cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house afire once. Nice. Is that so? Like you don't remember. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh. How come you and Big Fella can become good friends too? No. No, wait. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she has just put me into. Oh, Yuri even... Wait, who is this? Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Oh, God. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Is it a friendship bracelet? I swear to God if it's a friendship bracelet. Never mind. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna get it now. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when really it's not. What do I do? Make a choice? No. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Oh, that's her. Sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. So I wonder if this is already determined that she is the girl that's gonna like my poem? I guess? Hey, Tabby. Yeah, I chose the name Big Fella, but it's actually turned out more comical than I thought it would. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Honestly, if I could just leave the situation, that'd be great. Alright. Oh, she's still giving it to me. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Whack! This better be Naruto number 1 or Naruto number 72. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. You don't even know anything about me. It's a short read, so it'll keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Is it The Hobbit? I told you I like The Hobbit. And we could, you know... We could what? Read it together? Discuss it if you wanted? Jesse, I swear. Hey, number 26, right before we go to Shippuden? How is this girl accidentally being so cute? No, she's just being really weird. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Read the title. What's it say, big fella? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Definitely not. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I do what I want. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, like reading what we're supposed to be reading. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried into a book. This is real. Everyone just comes here and reads together. Why is this happening? Excuse me. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Who? I'm getting indigestion. Goodness. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. That's kind of the point. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Let's go ahead and open that. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Oh, is this about to be a napping club? Yes, sir! I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. What are we going to do, though? The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't seem to solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come to the first place if it's a literature event. No one wants to come here and read The Old Man by the Sea, Monica. Oh my god. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Commitment? Something... Oh yeah, Sayori is taking this really seriously. Yeah, this sounds like something I might get involved with. Oh wait. 23 through 27? What is that, Is that Naruto fighting Sasuke? 4 through 14, is that Zabuza? I think so. I think that's what it is. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this, because she normally doesn't talk. I actually don't even see her half the time she's late for school, but you know, whatever. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Oh, so we're gonna bribe everyone with food so they can come eat our shit and leave. Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Get her country bumpkin ass over here. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Don't sign her up like that, you don't know that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. Walmart. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Okay, cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. More cupcakes means more happiness. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, she's really close. Wah. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. So sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. Oh, you're really an ass. It's your fault for sleeping like... Oh, I fell asleep. This isn't the napping club. Damn, so close. Let's see. Does our school have a napping club? Because I am trying to go to that. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. But Gundam stays forever. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud if you could not put my business out there. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out better for me than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you, you piece of shit? Not every day. Not on weekends. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's secret. I think it's Tuesday. I think I've only gone like 2 days now. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Oh, is he about to roast her? Look, your hair is still sticking out, your eyes still limp, doesn't even stare straight, your nose look like you got crust in it, half your teeth hang out your mouth instead of in it, your bow looks like like you a shoe. You look like the shoe with that bow around your neck. Your jacket ain't even your jacket, that's old girl's jacket and you need to give it back. I don't know how much bubble wrap it took to make this sweater vest, but you better go return it back to whatever warehouse you took it from. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. This is nappy as hell. Your hair is just... My hair is really just hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar. There, roast her. I try to wipe off the stain with my fingers. But no one ever would have ever noticed that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Heh, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Get your shit together. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet, Sayori? Why do you think you're not in a relationship? You can't even relation yourself. Jesus. Oh, called her out. Eh? That's super mean. Well, it is what it is. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Well, that's a little inappropriate. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh, God. Jesse. Jesse, no. This is so funny. What is it? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Am I your only friend? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. I'm not. When does this stop? Aren't you? I guess not. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Stop. No mas. Why is this one? You shouldn't be there. Okay, I'm going through. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it, sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would notice sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? I'm not entertaining it. No, no. Wait, aren't we in a class? Oh, I thought that was like outside grading. Jesse. Jesse, no. Why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Well, that's because you have to wear like a sweater vest and a freaking shirt underneath and a bow tie. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying those kind of things like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not here for this. That's not my job. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things, please. We are in company. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Yeah, you did. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. I do what I want. Fine, fine, whatever. It's a deal. Not really. Let's see. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. No. No. No, don't do it. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time, I'm sure. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Oh, great. Let's see what my combination pulled up. That was spooky. Our cat knocked something out of the washer. Yay! Big fella, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same, because I don't know what I wrote. Spencer, stop! I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Can I turn this? If I could... Oh, there we go. Okay, so I kind of have the phone now to where it'll show the messages, because it was acting real funny before. Ah, the phone's falling. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Don't call me out like that. Yeah, Spencer's gonna wake up behind bars, not me. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. She probably just wrote that shit, too. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh, well, shouldn't I read it and then it's supposed to gauge who actually read it first? If it goes. It looks like my thing's spiraling. I don't know. Is my stream even live? Oh, rolling a dice would be an idea, but I'd rather keep y'all engaged. Because if I'm just reading this off, I'm gonna need some interaction with this. Someone say a name, please. I don't want to choose. Please. Who's gonna see this poem? The South? You mean Monica? Or the Southern girl? Was that Natsuki? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with hers first. Well, shouldn't I just read this in front of everyone, though? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, princess. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Get her. Do you want to get smacked? Bitch, I wish you would. I'll pass. Sigh. Country sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Well, hang on. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. It's not even rhyme. Click outside the poem area to continue. Was that it? Oh, I dropped my phone. One sec, y'all. Okay, all good. Barely. It's pulling up everything. Okay. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. That's because it was shit. It was a really bad poem. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced? Oh, whoops. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, and honestly, just back on the farm, we didn't write. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Not that there was a message. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Nothing about that hit me hard. I think you said monkeys can climb? Nothing about that hit me hard. Yeah, it does sound like a kindergartner wrote it. This is bad. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. You sure as hell did. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, who should I show my poem to next? Oh man. I'll go ahead and take this one. We'll show Monica. Hi, big fella. Having a good time so far? No, I'm not, actually. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up, not that I'm going to bring anything up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, big fella. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. What did it say? It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. It is the case, actually. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. I don't like her. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than what you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? That could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying things a lot. Pretty sure I won't, actually. I'll be honest with you. I don't plan on writing again. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write, but here you are trying to guide me. Don't look. I do what I want. All right. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Is no an option? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. You literally just gave me like 5 minutes of advice. So is it good or not? Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I read blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Did she look at the sun? I feel like she looked at the sun and like it scorched her eyes. Like that's how that happens, right? J-Lo bathing? I don't think there's that much tension right now. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Doesn't really, I don't vibe with it. Did you look at the sun and write this? Because I feel like that's where we're at right now. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Oh, do I need to reread it? When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Say it. Say you looked at the sun. Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit, so you consistently write what you're okay. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. You literally just gave me like 7. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down onto the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. And that's my advice for Naruto. Thanks for listening. Okay. I don't know about this. I guess Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. Oh, great, that's what this is gonna be. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading, because I only wrote 3 words. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Okay. It's fine. Don't force yourself, really. I can just go ahead and go on to the next one. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through this. Wow, okay, whatever. Go to hell, Yuri. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? Yeah, I think so. I'm so sorry. Just go, Yuri. Yuri burrows her face in her. Oh, wait, can I auto this? I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't got anywhere. Is it gonna go? It might take... Oh, I'm faster than the auto. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end results in... Is this gonna be a lot of just literary criticism on this? I don't want this, Jesse. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Oh, sorry. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Well, we're at 2 of 3. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Ooh, she messy. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be a literature club. Right, this shouldn't be that weird. Oh, this is some hella heavy cursive. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow of bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing... Calms? Is that what that is? Calms, breathing air of the present and living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. You do the verb flicker? Yeah, I don't know what the hell I just read. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Yeah. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I was actually thinking your handwriting is very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Yeah, I guess it was better than the other two. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Oh, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into Ghost, Yuri? Oh, what the hell is hoo-hoo? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, big fella. Really? Yeah, I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. Okay. They usually do more than that to tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. What do you mean, maybe? This is your poem, is it? lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Well, it's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive? It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori! Great. Oh my goodness. This is so good, big fella. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. This didn't go good in the least bit. 1 second. Okay. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what it's like either. I think I didn't have it like that. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I don't think I understand you better than a lot of people. Or I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, I read you. It's not just a poem. It's a big fella poem. Big Fella Productions. And that makes it feel extra special, like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Give that back. Don't do this. You're being weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, big fella. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? I try to do things like this is for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thank you, Sayori. Please stop talking to me. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? And that'll be part of my way of thanking you, big fella. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yeah. Now you'll read my poem too, right? What if it's just like a picture? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hey, we'll see about that. Oh, she actually wrote a little bit. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Scientific. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad, I want breakfast. This is one of those, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. So it's definitely not iambic pentameter. It's got an A-B-A-B, no, morning me, bed eyes, morning miss me, like a B, C, D type. It's a different scale completely, man. It's something else. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, I just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. That's really not how they work, Sayori. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. If you'd have tried your best, you would have done it last night. Yeah. Jesse, man, just Spencer, behave. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem, but it's shit. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line, I want breakfast. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? Is it bad to skip breakfast? I get all cranky. Like, I guess there's no point in arguing. I guess we'll just shut the shit down, because you're not bringing it anywhere. Oh. How did this happen? Let's see. Okay. Are y'all still seeing the stream live and well? Is it acting funny for y'all, or are we good? Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, I think so. I think she no. Who had the ghost one? Yuri. Yuri probably had the best one.
But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write your best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I'm gonna get worried once all of them come up again and I have to read off the voices for each one. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? I can read their thoughts. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki. Yeah, so someone here is thirsty as hell. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy, with some of that fancy city folk writing. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? I really don't remember there being anything in yours, Natsuki, sorry. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. I think hers said a monkey climbed a tree. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean to say that you tried that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Ooh, animosity. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Well, if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. That's bias. You're not looking for suggestions. You're looking for positive feedback, which people did, by the way. Oh, I'm gonna get tagged into this. Spencer, Jesse, Sayori liked it, and Big Fella did too. I did not say that. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Shove your poem up your ass, Yuri. First of all, with your long ass hair, I know you don't wash anything past your shoulders because you can't reach it, nerd. How come you wear the same skirt every day with the same wrinkles? You starch it or is it just nasty? The pet stands up stronger and taller than you do, girl. If you don't get them nasty ass clip and match your hair, what's that, your own band of hair? Excuse me. I appreciate the offering, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Oh, okay. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Big Fella liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Why are they trying to get me to fight? Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested. Kaiba boy. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, wow. So my own feed isn't current, or at least from what I'm seeing. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Are they really about to fight? It'd be a super cool fight scene, hopefully. Maybe you're just jealous that Big Fella appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I'd be short with pink hair and a dumbass band in my hair. Ooh, she said it. Oh no, I clicked on the wrong thing. I would deliberately go out of my way to do everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, she's calling her out. Maybe if I stop using my mouse, I'll stop clicking on shit. Fight. Oh, what voice did I give her? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Big Fella started showing up. Who is she calling out like this? Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve... Oh, wow, okay, they're really gonna fight this out. I don't like fighting, you guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me just as they noticed I was standing there. Big Fella, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. What are y'all saying? Didn't wash behind his ears. No, really though. I'm really trying to keep their voices straight, but I can't remember exactly how I do it. Yeah, they're really about to fight.
If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out.
I really don't understand why we can't just have two different things. Like, you know, have your own styles.
Help me explain that to her, big fella. Wait! Wait! There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, big fella?
Am I about to have to choose? Do I actually get to choose?
Well...
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh. So of course that's going to be... who should I pick? Yeah, really, this some little high school shit I really shouldn't do. Whoever says the first name, I'll click them. So Sayori, Yuri, or Natsuki. I'll wait. Or I'll give it a countdown, I guess. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Natsuki? I can't choose Monica? Monica's not in here. You're really talented. Well. But Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I'm waiting on y'all to help me choose. I don't want to just choose. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imaginations take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know.
That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines, as I can imagine. I can hear it, but I just can't get my voice that high. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. So just because you think you can be an ass to old girl over here doesn't justify you, okay, in your existence. Which, I ain't gonna roast you yet. And sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that lesson today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. Oh wow, you know, this was such an insightful game. Really good. I'm glad this was over. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything that she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so.
Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, big fella. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. Aw, oh, damn, Peyton. You done messed up. Now I'm friends with old Shorty over here.
The thing about,
Natsuki glances around the room.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. I think we should just call a meeting. Like, everyone go home. We'll do this again tomorrow and just read something else.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay?
Well, that was nice of her to go back and say that.
That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Oh, there we go. Some positive feedback. Sayori? Okay, so getting negative feedback on letting y'all choose. So I'll go ahead and make my own choices. Sayori?
I'll go make some tea.
Oh, she ran off real quick. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, big fella. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little used to. Ha ha ha. Ah, so my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere, because I did that. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. No, we need to call this. You literally just had a fight in your club. We'll see. We'll see if she comes back, Spencer. So we're all relaxed for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what this club is for. I disagree, Monica. There's more to this shit than that, girl. Eh? What about? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Ah ha ha ha, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far, has it? Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How do y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. Well, she still looks kind of sad, or is that her normal look? It was alright. He was alright, well, mostly. Big fella, how about you? Yeah, it was okay. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. This was really fun, but let me go back to being a neat. Tabby, you commented late as hell. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. I'll learn what I want. So your poems will turn out even better. Great, I think to myself. I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Big fella, ready to walk home. I'm just gonna give her a different voice every time she talks. That's all it is. Y'all behave! Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Oh, I absolutely despise them. No, I don't hate. Yeah, I hate them. I just wanted your opinion. That was all. I can see why they made good friends with you. Phew. No, big fella. It's nice I get to spend time with you in the club. Oh, girl. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think that everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on the kind of situation I'm in. The forced situation I am in this literature club. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop them? Wait a minute. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Oh, man. She's Sweden? Luke Philo? I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Well, his perspective sure has changed. Okay, so I am writing another poem. I'm seeing a lot of words from last time, so I wonder what happened. Also, Monica still isn't here. She's still missing. So let's go ahead and do Infinite Doki Doki. Unrequited Landscape. Disoriented. Agonizing. We'll keep this one with a bad. We'll see if we can make something bad happen. Tragedy. Tears. Misery. Disaster. Disarray. Dark. Boop. Frightening. I wonder if this is how I shape the chapter. That'd be cool. Fester. Whirlwind. Unstable. Extreme. Hurt. Anime. and crimson. See how this goes. Oh, it's too late, dude. No, nothing said fireflies. Y'all made that up. Fireflies wasn't on there. I didn't see that shit. Get out of here with that shit. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, big fella.
Yo, Sayori. Yo, girl. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it always is the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Oh, she's saying that.
Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks. I'm good.
No, Will. No, Peyton, stop. That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. I don't want a snack. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I know you got 13 Twix bars in there, which actually means 26 Twix bars. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her current coin purse. She was gonna make me pay for it. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. You cheap ass bastard. That's not fair. You were gonna make me pay for it? How'd you even know? I know you're broke ass. It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the classroom. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
Ooh-ah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Damn, hitting her hard. Oh, whoops. Straight out of the, Get out of here, Yuri. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book.
Yuri, tell big fella to let me borrow some money.
What the hell is this? Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Damn.
Did I just... I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed in my book.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri.
It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think like that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution? Yeah, okay.
That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Oh, shit. Pwap.
Did Natsuki... Oh, okay. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori.
Oh, God, there's so many vowels. What was... a cookie?
Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in a sheet. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle?
It's because I paid my restitution?
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Oh, it's old Bumpkin. I was just going to give it to you, X. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes, and it was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie.
Jeez, just to eat it.
Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Oh, okay. Sayori suddenly collapses her hands over her mouth. Is she about to throw up?
I bit my tongue.
Oh, yeah, whack. Gold link. No, stop with all the bugs. No more fireflies. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Oh, that was Natsuki. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Do I get a cookie?
Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? What? Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh, did she eat it? Oh, what an ass. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Oh, I didn't do it, country. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around, but Monika isn't in the clubroom. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you had anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, my voice cracked. Yeah, I haven't heard anything either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... it wouldn't be a surprise. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry I'm late. Super sorry. There you are. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chooses the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Oh, whoa. Never mind that. Do not put the words in my mouth. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Is there a murder afoot? Were you killing someone? Please let there be more to this. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Why? What am I gonna do? Let me make my piano real quick. Let me get my Nintendo Labo out. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, big fella. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Back up, please. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Why? I've been in this classroom for so long now. Get me out. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book she had lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. Oh, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... No, wait. That's not what I meant. Whatever she said. Actually, can I make this full screen? That's something I can do, so this quits happening? Oh, hell yeah. Good deal. Now, how do I go back? Oh, I guess I should save? History. Let's take a look at that. Oh. Oh, is this the entire thing? Oh no, this only goes back so far. Okay, well, let's get back to the story. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. Does she even know? The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Please let this be something to delve into. Please. Wait. For weeks? What do you mean weeks? This, there's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. Is that what Will was talking about jail time earlier? And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Is this some kind of foreshadowing? It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, big fella? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. She's a serial killer. I am pretty sold she's a serial killer. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Saws 1 through 7. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. This has got to be something critical. This has got to be something. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Oh, God. Oh. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Yeah, I feel like I should have had that warning to begin with. Because I feel like you've already let on that you're part of a cult. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. Don't be weird. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem uncomfortable. You seem a little apprehensive. Dude, this isn't the Illuminati. I don't know. This is interesting. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Girl, get your eyes on your own papers. Girl, get the hell out of here. Sorry. I was just... Why are you reading my book? Read yours. Yuri, you apologize a lot, don't you? I do? Sorry. I don't really mean to. Sorry, yeah, I got you, bitch. I mean... Haha. Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them.
Ah,
So they're gonna share a book?
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open.
I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her left thumb and forefinger. But, like, the book's on her side now. I don't even get to read it. I do the same with my right arm on the right side. Oh, okay, I see. Can I move the text box? Because I can see my hand right there. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. God.
Are you ready?
Oh? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Oh, was she actually just looking at me? I didn't even notice. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it in my own volition. No, big fella, Swagnot ain't here for the buns. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it on her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Oh, Daryl. So, the club's they fought a little bit, and now I'm just reading this book with this girl, and it's like super close, and I don't know, it's weird. I don't know about this. Ain't nothing happened though, and that's what kills me. No, no, Spencer. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But big fella, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her.
Oh shit, did I mess things up?
Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more that it's kind of cute.
What were you saying all of a sudden?
Insert nosebleed.
Okay, everyone.
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh, that's right, I did make a poem. Oh, I don't even want to read everyone else's poems again. Oh. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Let's go ahead and wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from her book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. No, what do you mean all the things will happen? I don't know what this means. I don't like this at all. Use a skip. Wait, what happened? Did I go backwards somehow? I was looking at my phone. Oh, okay, so what happened?
Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight.
Or that's me. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning.
In that case, feel free to finish the
first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, I was already talking to her, so let's go ahead and do Yuri. Let's see what you've written.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Oh, I hit load instead of save? Aw, damn. I'm telling you, I need to... Can I just press enter? Yes, I can. Nice. Okay, instead of having to do the mouse. Do you like it?
Big fella, how did you pick up on this so quickly?
Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. Oh, I did a lot of the depressing things too, though, or the darker stuff. I really wanted to try giving more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty, knees weak. Yeah. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? I'm so nervous. Daryl, what do you mean all the things? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do, if it's with you. The raccoon. Yeah, there we go. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my windows. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. My bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the nearly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Oh, is she the raccoon? I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. Whoops. Whoa. Okay. All back. I can see that. Pavlovian, is that where the dog got treated and it would, the dog would come back, or, yeah, a shock dog, yeah. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Oh, was that me? Damn. That's right. It's a little bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies, such as feeding raccoons. It's those sort of things that usually I'm forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Yeah, I would make fun of you for that one. Don't you have anything like that, big fella? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our own individualities. But you were a part of the fight yesterday where you were both not respected. Or, well, I guess it was really Old Country Girl that was not respecting. So you got off this time, Yuri. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. God, okay. Let's go ahead and just work our way up. Hi again, big fella. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, big fella. I was gonna ooh in my head while reading this. Or oh? It's really metaphorical. A I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Aha! That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it by by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Wake me up inside. I can't wake up. Wake me up inside. Save me. Call my name and save me from the dark. Wait. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Scene, cause, those are the things from the calculator. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Okay, so should I save and load? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Let me go ahead and save. I feel like that was a sign. Let's go ahead and load. Nothing. Okay. I was reading too far into that one. I guess it's just the way I write. Oh, I was right enter. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh my god, no, not another writing tip. You just gave me like 5. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay, yeah, no, these are... Oh wait, is this a sign? Or am I... Is this it? Is this... Oh man, I'm excited. Okay, you never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, man. Please let the school catch fire or something. Something intense. God, let's do Big Country. No. I pressed down. Crap. Well, it's not any worse than your... Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win, and I'll get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hi, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, then keep practicing and maybe you'll be good as me one day. That's, it's not what I said. Well, I want something to happen. Like, I'm bored. Like, I want something intense to happen. This is, like, I'm cool with reading out loud, but, like, there's no action. There's nothing. I haven't even got to make a poem. No, not fireflies. No! Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Huh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. You are awfully rude, Natsuki. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. It's because you don't have any kind of human empathy. You've actually probably haven't had contact with your parents in 5 years, and they don't actually love you. So, oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, rickly, hairy, ugly spiders. And that's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, that's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm going to tell everyone. How awfully petty. Is this like a thing off prejudice because she likes something? Or, you know, this is still the same thing from yesterday about how she couldn't deal with how old girl was writing because it's something different. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's, because I'm pretty sure you wrote Monkey Can Climb. Yesterday's was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Amy likes spiders. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Every time I start doing a country accent, I get like indigestion. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks about... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone here has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares if people think... Like, as long as they're not hurting anyone and what makes them happy. Someone is being oppressed to a certain degree. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Like manga? Or is this getting worse than that? Oh, that's funny. Yuri wrote something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yes. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby at first. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make fun of, or that people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. She really does, Bull. She's really not on par with the grade she's supposed to be in. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. It feels so insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But by the way you put it, sounds like she learned a lesson. I'm not really here to teach like that. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in her poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't really like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I do want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. I don't want to do another round of poems tomorrow. Who should I show my poem to next? I guess I've only got Sayori. Spencer, I really don't think you had anything to base that conclusion off of. Alright, Sayori, rock my world, what do you got? Oh, I like this one, big fella. You said that one yesterday. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poems better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No, I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, big fella. Never ever. Yeah, Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works, but then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Oh, you want me to write You want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. Is that what I just agreed to? I don't think that's how that should have came off. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see.
I guess I like happy poems.
Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too.
Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet.
Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice, happy rainbow.
Okay, so we may have two serial killers. I don't know who it's gonna be. I'm hoping it's a serial killer or something. Shit, Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, big fella. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Bottles. Oh god, they're all so long. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams, like balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. Man, it's warm and tingly, the kitten, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend starts to feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden inside the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy shit. I don't... Nah, you think so, Spencer? I really don't think so. I don't think this is... I mean, I thought that little digging thing was an innuendo, but I don't think so. I feel like this may actually be something. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful? Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I unfortunately suffer from the same thing. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Oh, finally. Yes, end of the day. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Or is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Shit, this thing soon? We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do both last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what exactly we're going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be Oh, I didn't know that. What, were you going to tell everyone? Or I guess this is it. Performing. Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the coolest part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and... and let other people come and recite poems too. Do I have to read a lot of poems? Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring the poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I can never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot for them to ask to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire each other to do the same. They'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings! Being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes us standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and recite no poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. This is horrible. They force their friends to do this and be uncomfortable. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move into the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No! No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. And finally, Monica finishes the recitation. I feel like I'm not saying that right. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Ooh, I picked crimson earlier. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she'd practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri's... That is really killing me. Yuri snaps back into reality and whoops, there goes gravity. Oh, she's so mad. And glances around her as she... Oh, whoops. As if she bewildered even herself. It's time. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard, so we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Yuri, looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm up next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But overhearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gave it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get it to reach more deeply into someone and I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Big Fella liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. That atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Well, then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Yeah, who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Big Fella. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Big Fella lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Jesus! It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Man, this is killing me. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in what you're writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Well, why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. But wasn't that Three Doors Down song? Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style. It works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Oh, shit, I didn't read it country. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be easier the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets. Let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find another poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me feel really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up and there's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Yeah, no, her back... Yeah, Peyton, I feel like I'm definitely getting lured. This is... It's got to be a trap. They're bringing me in, and I'm going to get put in that closet right here in the back. Right back here. But yeah, well, I don't know how she just stands like that. Like, that can't be comfortable. Then I'll have to do my best until I get kidnapped. Big fella. Ready to go, Sayori? Why does it keep cutting out like this? Oh, it's because my thing went on the mouse. Or not the mouse, it went on the headphone jack. I'm sorry, guys. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going... Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Geez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? Really, though, like, what would you say? It's okay, big fella, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Yeah, there you go. Emotionally reclusive, let's go. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Because they're trying to plot killing me. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... oh god. Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. What? She did? What would you do? What kind of question is... Like, what the hell? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh, well, I have to choose? Yuri seems a little cooler, so... You know, I hate to ditch you, girl, but I'm going with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri. Huh. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Oh god. I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? Oh man, that has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it, I literally didn't say that. Or, well, it has nothing to do... Whatever. There's not even any point to speculating something that's never gonna happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Oh, Jesus. I think she's about to get Buzz Lightyear, or Woody and Buzz. Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. I feel like every time they talk about this festival, it is getting super close. Who knows what will happen in that time. Okay, so... One sec. Let's go ahead and save right here. Alright guys, if y'all give me a second, let me go get a glass of water, and I'll be right back. Oh. Should I be... Oh, man. So I need to be making different saves at different times then. Okay. Damn. Alright, so... Let's see. So the word crimson showed up in the last one. Games. Games will be... What's her name? Natsuki? Yeah. Crimson. Effulgent. So big words, I imagine, are going to go to Yuri. And Nature Cheeks. Awesome. I think that would be Sayori. Yeah. Okay. Disarray Sayori? No. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting good at predicting Yuri's. No, it's hard getting the other two though. Actually, you know what? I guess let me go ahead and just save again. Vivacious? Nibble? I am not getting anything on Sayori. Holy shit, suicide. Ah. Heaven Sent? Tenacious? Okay. So nothing is going towards her. Flying? Oh, wow. Okay, wow, the last one. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Haha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, that club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Ah, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Oh, I guess that means everyone's got their piece. Huh? Weren't you complaining about this yesterday, Natsuki? Yeah, so this is... Never mind, the next day. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we're going to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods. But you sound like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squids? You of all people, you look like a squid. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Oh, okay. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I'll walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. We're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Is this stemming from yesterday? Alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been prepping for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Big fella, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Well, that's kind of odd. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, big fella. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it for now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe that the thing on her mind is you, big fella. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light is turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, big fella. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Shit. I've said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear it from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. I should name him Wise Guy. Hey, Wise Guy. Let's see. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down so much? I mean, I just made the decision yesterday. One sec. One second, y'all. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own. Make sure I'm all good and up to date on the thing itself. Okay. I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, she didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those willing to share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find most comfort in keeping themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, and when I asked her about it, she doesn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or perhaps I'm just reading into it a little bit too much. Sorry, my dog's underneath me. Big fellow, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight, and there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what's going on the inside. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my line with this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. They're drugging me. I'm getting drugged.
Oh, don't feed my tea.
I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. She hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling up the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Oh! Ooh, some animosity! Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve big fella in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, big fella. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Jeez. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. Oh, I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Big fella, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? What about Sayori? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We all have emotions, and we can't hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? A friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. This is getting awkward. Big fella, I really... The name still kills me. I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Big fella, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. This is a lot of, or I guess this is maybe to show how methodical she is, but this is a lot of emphasis on this teapot. You're really doing this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, big fella. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Big fella, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just had back pain fairly regularly, so okay. Here we go. So I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies I keep hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Will it? Yuri and I then go sit against the wall, teacups on our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading posture as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How close were you if your shoulders are just now touching? How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding on the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to make sure I don't accidentally touch... Oh, but you're holding your tea. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. I'm thinking of like the I guess, tea and crumpets teacups, because how do you put that between your legs? Sorry. Sorry. I briefly let go of the paper to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focusing on the book again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. Yeah, I'm just feeding her, I guess. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Big fella. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. Oh, okay. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Oh god, how did he even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot, stank breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Fuck. When is this festival? Ugh. Big fella, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah, Yuri picks up the cups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up again. Well, I guess we're already spending the day with her. big fella. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it came clear to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I've never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something you've never even shared it with anyone. Oh, shit, I'm reading as me. It's kind of a shame. Oh, damn it, now we're back to her. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Big fella, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Are you a neat? I feel like you might be a neat. Well, that's one way to put it anyways. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people you want to fall in love with, or people you just would make a really good friend, cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. This is really rough, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, big fella. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write, but it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No. I said that. I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, big fella. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others, but that's why every time I talk to you, I feel just really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah, we really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Oh, Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky and expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds and endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everyone can be found. One can build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. Where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at the foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish in the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Okay. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You said that you don't even like her. You didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Next up, Monica. Hey, big fella. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Haha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. I feel like you're not only getting more comfortable with your writing style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers. I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Huh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not anything really wrong with that. Oh well, you know, I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift to the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end in her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no response, and we seek the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meanings. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. I wonder if that's something I'm shaping. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Unless she knows something more. I feel like I can't trust anyone. I feel like that was actually something meta that maybe there's more. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into, but if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's advice for the day. Thank you for listening. Gah! I still got 2 more. Oh my gosh. Jesus. Oh, it says skip. Can I? Actually, I guess I should save. Let's go, Natsuki. I don't even think she's shown up this episode yet, or this day. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Oh, no, wait. Oh, I can make the text disappear. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Do not challenge me. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbows connect with my stomach.
Oh, bitch.
Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
Yuck.
How the hell do you call that a joke? No, seriously, like, how the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth about Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you had thought left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free on my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you had thought you left long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Oh, that was a little bit more something else. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something about a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Geez, you better not say anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Ugh, you can really see her doing that, too. No, I don't know. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with that. Once in a while, at the very least, it was a good practice. Okay. Now, Sayori. Let's see how this goes. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Oh, probably Yuri. Ah, busted. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, big fella. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. No, something bad. I hope she's okay. She's got a lot of jealousy going on for Yuri, but before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right, you deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Okay, that's a hint. Let me go ahead. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No, first of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What'd she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? The group is falling apart. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes so that she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, big fella. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give to you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyways. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would be able to handle the challenge of baking on your own. Big fella may not be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to bake a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for big fella to... What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to big fella to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I was actually just thinking that. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Big fella, you're okay with this, right? Let me go ahead and save real quick. No, wait. Return. Okay. In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Well, you know what? I have been going with Yuri so far. If I do another playthrough, I'll probably stick with Monica. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, big fella? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, big fella? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I don't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Big Fella picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They really go well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Well, why? I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work out perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcake's going to be the best part of the whole event. Boy, I tell you, rootin' tootin'.
I believe you.
Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around.
Sorry. I realize that I don't have a way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going over to your house.
Alright, in that case it won't be a problem. Weird. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like I should matter much anyway. I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some sort of way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, big fella. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with another reason why you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I choose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But...
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is.
Oh, shit. I'm telling you I want to. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, me too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Are we walking home? Oh, sorry. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. It's only been like 2 days. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. That is alarming. Don't you see each other like every day? It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on that door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we finally made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, big fella.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it always has been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything, so it's just me and Yuri. Oh wait, I think there's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, big fella. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, what did you do? Oh, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. But that's not the point. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. What kind of thinking is this? I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, big fella, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Oh, then it's probably just jealousy. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, big fella? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Oh. Wow. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care or in caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just not to think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, big fella. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Haha. That's why. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Oh, guys, I didn't even see that y'all were still commenting. Oh, no. Yeah, I did. This is rough. I don't know about this, guys. Oh, no. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, big fella. Oh my god, how is this gonna end? Jesus. I feel like this is rough. No, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. No, Spencer, the big fella is not gonna do this. I'm just weak and selfish, that's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah, big fella. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus, but please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Big fella. I love that my name is Big Fella. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. Man. I'm not saying that, Spencer. That is not something I'm going to do. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Big fella, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm current on like the stream on my phone so I can see what y'all are saying. You're at work watching this? Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, big fella. The only time I'm not feeling anything is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I'll let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah, Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Yeah, we should cancel those plans. This is bad. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. Your comedy is the coping mechanism. Man, I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Oh, God. Yeah. Hang on. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. No, I don't want this. I don't want this to go back to this. I need to go back to Sayori. This isn't okay. This is not going to end well. You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get real nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried my way on home. You shouldn't have. Oh, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. I should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. Yeah, no, I don't... Same... What the hell's right? Okay, so this isn't an abnormal route that I've chosen. This is something y'all are relating to or feel like it's justified. I don't know. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Haha. I cleaned it before you came over, so it's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I forgot to give them voices, guys. I got so wrapped up in that. I'm sorry. But, I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. And I snatched Yuri's wrist which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Why would she do that? That's not her dress. Well, that's not hers. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her wrists firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles? This isn't the time for this. This isn't the time. Big fella, you don't need to be doing this. I didn't know you plan on taking it that far. Of course. I wanted to help take our greatness to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. Oh, okay, this isn't for my room. This is for the thing. Okay. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel so relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Just don't put that in my ass. Alright? Do not. Please. Please. I did some shopping on my way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. Let's see. I'll give you a hint, Shariah. Shariah, do you know who I am? I plan to cover the windows in the black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. Oh, of course. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate throughout your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch at the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells oh shit, it smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them to flow through your body. You feel warmer, your heart pounds more heavily. Why? Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. Oh, well, that's great. I'm glad about origami paper. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom, and then we can fasten the paper on the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eyes of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this. I feel like that's not really that remarkable. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. I don't know if that's her laugh or not, but I really don't like it. But you need a Pop-Tart. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Girl, get the hell out of here. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's just the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, big fella. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Oh, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each card, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is a gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. That was a twist, I guess. Okay. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Ooh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Oh, was this part of her weird stuff earlier, like the raccoon? You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I kind of think it suits you. It suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hand, slicing off all 5 of my fingers, all in one solid swoop. It feels heavy, extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Big fella, why did you do that? Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. Spencer, behave. That knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no, a small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. I feel myself faint as I lose 3 gallons just through one index finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. What are you looking at? It's just a poke. I'm just bleeding a little bit. She stares at it and notices, oh, if you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound? I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Spencer, now's your time. Go for it. Yep, there we go. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Sure, it's a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this from the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Spencer, Spencer, get this guy. Get this guy. Big fella, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I guess you did. I don't know what would have been wrong with that. I knew that would be a bad idea. It's not if it not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the area would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, big fella. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri called me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It's just a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. Watching Yuri's knife cut through the ribbons like it's nothing but air. I don't diddle. I do not want to be diddled. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Oh, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? Okay, so for right now, I am going to go ahead and stop the stream here. I don't even know if this is like a halfway point or something, but it's pretty intense. We got Sayori across the street going through a really rough depression time right now, and I'm not helping her. I'm over here licking fingers with Yuri. So hopefully nothing bad happens the next time we load this up. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in today. I'll go ahead and save. Actually, I'll go ahead and knock this one out for the save. It's got the latest timestamp, yeah. But alright, then we're going to go ahead and stop here. And I will... I don't know when I'll stream this one again, but just stay tuned, stay subscribed or like something so you can stay updated. I'll let y'all know when I'm doing this again. Alright, y'all have a great day. Bye.